Hello everybody, welcome back. I know that we've been away for a little bit on spring break and I'm hoping everybody had a great one. Our kids actually traveled to Orlando to compete in the Rock the Floor Orlando qualifier and they took first place. So we've been busy all spring break and also having some fun. And I'm hoping everybody else, whether you chilled at home or did something around the city, I'm hoping you all had a great spring break as well. So one thing I wanted to talk about with the kids for this particular technique was we worked on our transitions for breaking. Now with breaking, we worked on the 6-step, transitioning into other footwork techniques like our CC, and that's the drill that we did yesterday, but I wanted to go over something about the 6-step real quick. We do teach the kids to start their 6-step the traditional way from here. This is how it was originally taught and created. And when they do that, they go swing a leg around, that's one, so that's right leg swings in front of the left leg, one. Left leg steps back, that's two. Then right leg swings under, that's three, so we're at this football position. Left leg swings under, that's four. And I want to bring this leg all the way up. I don't want to bring it back here. I don't want to have it here. I want to make it to where I can draw a straight line from my hand to my foot, and my right hand is up. Step 5, I'm going to take this leg and back, and I'm going to put it right behind the knee of my left leg, and my hand is still up. And 6, bring it out in the front and go back to the beginning. Now, a lot of the confusion with that is the kids, we understand they pay attention to detail. That's a good thing. When they do a single 6-step, they do it just like that. But what I've noticed is because we tell them that they start here, a lot of times the transition for other footwork, they end up forgetting that it's okay to end with that crab walk position. For example, if I turn to the side, it's okay if I'm doing more than just a single 6-step to end here. We don't start here, but this is where you can end, because what the kids will try to do instead is they'll try to come all the way around and they get here and they try to hop back on top of their feet. And this is bad because one, you don't want to be resting your bottom on top of your feet. Because one, I'm now trapped. I'm anchoring my bottom onto my feet, and therefore I can't, unless I wobble back like that and end up in this position anyways, it's extremely hard to transition to any other footwork or to even keep doing a 6-step. So that's the first thing. When we start off, we don't start off resting on the back of our heels here. My feet are flat, and I'm leaning forward. So when I go down, I'm just leaning forward. I'm here. You know, if I move my hands, you can see my feet are relatively flat to the ground. They're not up on the ball. I'm not sitting back on the heel. It's here. And this is a planted, balanced position. It might take a little bit of practice to get used to it, but this is a planted position. When I come around, naturally bring that leg around, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Naturally, I'm going to come back here because normally, when you're doing more than one move, especially with footwork and breaking, you don't spend a lot of time freezing between positions. So it's not like, like an on-demand dance, like a Fortnite dance, where it's like you press a button and it tells you to do a certain move, and then you stop, and then you press another button and it tells you to do another move, and then you stop. Same thing on the ground. I'm not gonna hit the 6-step, stop, then hit the CC, stop, then hit a frosty, stop. It doesn't, breaking is like Lego pieces. Everything connects together. Everything flows together. And that's a part of the drills that we've been working on. Also, that's why you'll see us doing a lot of conditioning drills where they're practicing going across the floor, walking on the crab walk, keeping the bottom off the ground, and you'll see them go to one end of the floor and then they'll turn over and have to bear crawl back. All of those are drills that help transition and keep them conditioned for not only holding their bodies up off the ground for a few inches, but also to build strength in their hands, their palms, wrists, biceps, triceps. It does core workout. All of those things are important. So the transition that we specifically worked on was 6-step to CC. And that a CC is this move right here. One leg comes out, almost kind of like when we do our shuffles. So one leg comes out, for example, I'm going to start with my right leg. So my left hand's going to come up. This hand, as I tell the kids, I always want to go over the bridge, never the mountain. What I mean by that is it's a lot easier for me to reach up and cross over the leg that's down or bridge than it is for me to try to cross over the mountain. Physically, this is not comfortable. Okay, so I always tell the kids, we start from the crab walk position. You put one leg down. I'm going to start with my right leg. So my left hand's going to come up. It's always opposite hand, opposite leg. And I'm going to reach over the bridge. And when I do this, I'm going to reach all the way until I'm almost at like a scorpion freeze position. I'm not going to turn completely over. You don't want to do that. So when you reach over, you stop here, kick out a little bit, kind of give you a little bit of a tail wag, and you bring it back. Then when you get back, you switch your legs, switch your hand, reach over the straight leg again. You want to do the same thing on both sides. And you want to practice this drill until you get used to transitioning both sides back and forth without having to stop. If it's easier for you to get one over the other, I don't mind if you just practice going to one side and back. You know, and one side and back, and do that about 10 times on each side until you're used to how that feels and you get really comfortable with that transition. But yeah, take your time. As I always tell the kids, it's okay to take your time with anything that we learn, especially any footwork or any kind of, you know, when we get into power moves or anything like that. You always want to take your time, okay? So, now that we've gone over the technique for the CC and the proper technique for the 6-step, I'm going to show you why it's important that when we combine these two together, that the footwork for the 6-step ends here, not underneath the body here, because the transition is actually already there. The drill that we did was a total of 5 6-steps with 2 CCs. So that's a total of 10 CCs, 5 6-steps, and that's the rotation that you do. So that being said, how it works is this. I'm going to start off with that same technique for the 6-step, 4, 5, 6. And normally where I would stretch the leg out again to go for another 6-step, I'm going to leave that leg straight. I'm going to reach over, 1, switch, 2, switch, and guess what? When I switch back, this leg now wraps around, step back, 3, 4, 5, 6. See that? And I'm going to do it facing towards the camera so you can see it again. I'm going to start here, like I did before. I'm going to swing around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This leg's going to come out like I'm about to do another 6-step, but it's not going to hook in front. I'm going to keep this hand up anyways, my left hand, because my left hand always comes up whenever I start another 6-step. And then for this move, I'm just going to reach over. 1, and switch, and 2, and back. And this time, I'm going to wrap it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is the drill that we worked on. These transitions, they're gonna take some energy. It's gonna wear your arms out a little bit, but it starts opening up your conditioning so that you can start doing more footwork, taking your time, looking a lot cleaner, okay? And a lot of the kids, I get that they associate speed with professionality because a lot of the professionals naturally go faster. So what I always teach them is don't focus so much on trying to do it so fast. Speed is not automatically mean it's better or it's cooler. A lot of times, speed can take away from cleanliness. It takes away from the picture. Taking your time learning these moves until they're natural is the best way to go. As I always tell the kids in class as well, speed is a privilege of practice, and practice is a privilege of persistence. Meaning, if you want something, then you'll practice it, and if you practice it enough, you will naturally get faster at it. So you've got plenty of time for speed. These drills are designed to be done at a general moderate pace. You know, start off slow and then comfortably start going faster as you naturally feel the need to. Don't try to start off forcing yourself to go faster because you're going to end up confusing yourself. And with these moves, as you can see, with these moves, once you get to the point where you can transition without even thinking about it, that is the mastery of that particular technique. But for now, it's okay, you know, to start off where you're like 1, 2, 3, saying it out loud, 4, 5, 6, out, CC, back, switch, out, CC, back, switch, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. It's okay. All right, there's no shame in being able to do something a little slower than the most, because that little detail, those little moments where you're not going as fast, you're conditioning your body and your muscle memory to catch these moves so that no matter where you go, you won't have one of those blink moments when you're dancing. Okay? So drills that can help out with building the forearms, of course, crab walks to bear crawls. I don't know if the kids have done these yet, but another thing that could help if they're coordinated with their push-ups is just holding push-up position. Holding it here, and then as I get a little better with holding it here and staying flat, transitioning down to plank. And this is an open arm plank. So open arm plank, my arms are out and open. Not like your traditional triangle plank or anything like that where your hands are here or here. Open arm planks. Those all help build the core muscles, and they help with the arm, bicep, and tricep muscles, wrist conditioning as well. All of these drills in total will help with that to give them the strength they need. All right? Now, as always, if you've got any questions, feel free to come and ask me or email me or let me know. I love doing these classes and I love doing these tutorials because I like helping the next generation learn the proper technique. So I consider this a huge honor, and from all of us at Rockwell Dance Academy, thank you to all the new faces and all the returning faces we've been having and everything. And yeah, hopefully y'all get something out of this, and we'll see you guys on the big screen. So last thing I want to go over, actually. So we have a couple of events coming up, and we'll be sending out a newsletter, but I figured since I'm already on video, I might as well talk about it. Starting off April 13th and 14th, Rockwell Dance Academy will be in the Big Shanty Music Festival parade. If you're able to come and hang with us, you want to throw down with us, walk in the parade with us, let us know. Try to meet us at the school anywhere between 9 o'clock, or you can actually just meet us at downtown Kennesaw at 10 p.m. I will be down there. So that's immediately what's coming up this week. Next thing on the radar is May 17th and May 18th. May 17th is our recital final dress rehearsal for everybody that's going to be in our recital. And May 18th is the actual recital date. If you're wanting to come to perform, or if you're wanting to come and watch or bring in guests, please try to be there as early as possible. I believe final calling time is 2 p.m. Once again, we'll be sending out a newsletter with all of those dates. The next thing, June 3rd through 28th, we are having summer camp sessions here at Rockwell Dance Academy. So we teach a different style every single week, complete with fun activities, conditioning. We have different class curriculum fundamentals that you're going to go over, and pretty much all of these techniques